Hey everyone, I just wanted to show really quick how we did our Ikea corner cabinet using the More You Bears video to convert the section corner cabinet into a diagonal sink. As you can see, we have some windows up here, and how can you not have a sink in this spot, especially since the rest of our kitchen is pretty small. It's also a bit of a mess right now, so I'm not going to show that. Anyways, the More You Bears video is fantastic to kind of help get us started with everything, but I felt that the final bits about how to get the door to fit just right were maybe a little lacking, maybe not the best approach that I would have taken personally. Um, no offense or anything like that. It kind of had to wing some stuff too. Just wanted to show how we kind of handled some stuff in the end. So, first thing we have is how we mounted the door. Rather than using a filler panel, uh, I actually was able to get a second corner unit because the first one that I had a damaged piece to it, and IKEA just gave me another one. Before you spend a whole bunch of money on that, I'm sure you could just get a cheap, 30-inch wall cabinet just fine. It should have the same spacing and everything since it uses the same doors and what have you. And then just rip about a 3-inch-ish or whatever that top brace piece is. Just strip that down and then do that on each side. You can have the whole spacing and everything. I find that really valuable just to have that ability to have the door, have whatever you want, and keep that spacing, not have to drill things just right and hope things get on straight. This worked out really well for us. The other thing that we did too for the reveal spot was the trim around the door. So you could absolutely do what he did with the offcuts and the filler pieces and everything. But one thing that I found worked really well was to have a filler piece that you cut at a 45-degree angle. I think I had our table saw set to about a 1/2 inch. But just do a few scrap pieces, figure out what works best, and then I just glued it on to the edge right there, and it's been holding up for a few weeks now just fine. So I'm hoping that'll continue to do so once we have our countertops installed. But you have a pretty decent seam like this. It does kind of come out a little bit proud on the adjacent cabinets, but it's actually pretty consistent on either side. So overall, I think that this turned out to be a pretty good deal. Certainly let me use the IKEA section system rather than getting something else from Home Depot or something which just doesn't seem to have the same bang for the buck. Overall, I'm pretty happy with things, but again, greatly appreciate the Maury Bears original video on how to get this whole thing started. Definitely made this whole thing possible, but just thought I'd show kind of a few more tricks on how to get that finished trim look. Take care.